sports fans, thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Boston Celtics. And so off the tip, it's Boston. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's Johnson. Then there's West. And it's Bryant in at the small forward. Now here's Pierce. Russell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Pass to O'Neal. Stolen by Havlicek. And here's the fast break. Pierce with a wide open look. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
And remember, Havlicek was a highly recruited quarterback, so you see his passing ability on that one.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And here's Boston. 4-point game. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Boston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First free throw is good.
Yeah, and among the many things to like about Hondo, he is strictly about the team. Willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shaq dishing to Kobe. West with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. 43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Shaq comes to help. Pass to Russell. On the wing, Bird. Shot clock at 6. All sorts of time. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Here's Kuzi. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Kuzi. Outside, Pierce. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Celtics lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
The Lakers on offense. They trail by 3. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. Kobe is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's West in at the shooting guard position. And here's Pierce. Wide open. That one wide left.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Bryant looking over the floor. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. To the inside, West with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Shaq. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his first free throw of the game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. 1:15 left in the first half of basketball. Outside Rondo. Pierce finds Rondo, and the shot is good.
When you get into the painted area, Rondo's got great touch on the inside.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. Outside Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pierce against Bryant with the shot, and too long on the shot.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
35 seconds left in the first half. Rondo kicks to McCain. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. O'Neal misses. Celtics trail by 3. And pushing it up, here's Boston. That's good from Allen on the assist by Pierce. Pierce has got 3 assists in the game. Here's West. He has 5. He dishes it to O'Neal. 2 points. That one goes. O'Neal's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
And it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Here's Kuzi. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top, up by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They got motivated in that second quarter. The deficit they were staring at turned into a 3-point lead in the locker room. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, it's never easy to go on the road in the NBA, no matter what the matchup is. But I think they like playing the role of the villain. Their effort has been fantastic, and they've done all that they can do to keep this crowd quiet.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
It's been a matchup disaster for them at the defensive end. They're having all sorts of trouble and giving up a lot of easy baskets. It's not too late if they can tighten it up and give a lot of intensity on defense.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy has been getting it done is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston. We've got Bird. He's out there with Russell. Pierce is out there with Havlicek. And it's Kuzi in at the 1. And here's Boston. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Passes it to Kuzi. The Celtics working the ball around now. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Now here's West. He has 5. To the paint. Kobe kicks to Shaq. He's looking for James and finds him. He can't get that one to fall. And stolen by James. Count it.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Kuzi, and the rejection by James.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Parrish is checked in for the Celtics. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. The pass to Kuzi. Bird dishes to Russell. 5 on the clock. Pass to Kuzi. Shoots the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Celtics trail by 5. On up the court. Finished off the break.
An obsessive perfectionist. Bird's become one of the great passers this league has ever seen.
O'Neal. That one falls.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Boston making a switch here. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Pass to Garnett. Back to Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And you really gotta appreciate that swag that Bryant plays with. If you give him room to shoot from deep, he's gonna make you pay. And the crowd is loving this long-range bomb attack that we're seeing here tonight, coming right back to answer a 3 with one of their own. I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him, they appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Lakers lead by 6. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. LeBron James is out there with O'Neal. And there's Bryant. Then there's West. And it's Johnson in at the point guard.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Outside, White. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 6. That one coming from Bird.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
I love LeBron being shifty on that play, outstanding at going right to the rack with that size, strength, and speed.
Johnson against White. It's Jones on the wing. 1:25 left in the game. And a new group in for the Celtics. Havlicek against West. Shoots it up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
For three, Pierce, and again, Boston with the triple.
And that's his strongest trait, the unselfishness from Kuzi. Fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has an opportunity for a clean look. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, they're trailing by 5. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for the guys during the timeout. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Shooting for Boston, at the line for 2. He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Both free throws good from Havlicek.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
A baseline J. Here's LeBron. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
I tell you, Kuzi is pretty crafty down there on the block, has that sense of how to score in traffic.
Celtics making a switch here. Bird's checked in. And here is Los Angeles now, leading by 5. And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5.
Yeah, and in every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
And finished off by Bryant.
And Kobe lives for these situations. You know how much he likes the spotlight, and boy, does he deliver time and time again.
They trail by 6. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist is really the key to that entire sequence. LeBron James, one of the best ever to do it.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and an intentional foul right there. It's the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Bird hits them both.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking.
Interesting to watch LeBron James at the line through the years. Has tried many different free throw strokes. Not a bad free throw shooter by any means, but always tinkering.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Both shots good from the stripe.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And Bryant, just a superb athlete, terrific at just imposing his will on the defense on that drive.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 3. 9 seconds left in the fourth. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson's shot is off.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2 here. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. No good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And it's tied up with that one.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
They could win it. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. So the Lakers win the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Magic Johnson is out there with West. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Bryant in by Boston. They're behind by 2. 52 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now here's Kobe, the fast break opportunity. The finish. And James throws it down hard.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Here's Kuzi. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Goes up to the stripe. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Here's Johnson. It counts!
Proving once again that he can flat out do it all. Magic phenomenal at creating off the dribble, this time burning the defense with the catch and fire.
Now they're trailing by 4. 24 seconds left in the first overtime. Puts it up off the inbound. Yes!
And guys, there are 2 types of stars. I mean, the guy who makes himself look better, and then there's the guy who makes his teammates look better. Russell is clearly the latter.
That was a big one. You could hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
Here's Kuzi. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so they foul intentionally. Stolen by Havlicek. And so Los Angeles takes the win, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.